Hi you guys, it's Cassie. Welcome back to my channel. So today I have 3 new digitals that are hitting my shop today. So when this video goes live, you will be able to find them at the links below. Yeah, so I'm just going to show you guys the kits, and then we will do a couple of little crafts, just kind of showing how you can use these digitals. So the projects that I want to make are kind of like a collaged file folder, and I have an example here that I can show you. I think, let's see, I should have pulled these out before. Okay, so these are very much inspired by Amy of Floshy May Cottage. So she sent me a few collaged things earlier this month for my birthday. This is one of them. So this is the one that actually inspired this project. So we're gonna make kind of a collaged file folder, but this one actually opens up and is using 2 recipe divider cards. So anyway, the other project is just one of these collage tags with like just this really pretty shabby kind of ribbon. So okay, let's go ahead and go through the kits. So the first one that I want to show you is the Botanist desk kit. So this one is just the papers. There are 12 pages in this kit, and then I have made an add-on kit which has 6 pages, but this is like the ephemera or collage sheets that would normally go with. So they complement each other. I've used a lot of the same patterns in both kits, the same like floral and botanical prints. So yeah, they overlap and definitely work together. So yeah, the link to both of these is in the description box of this video. So I'm just gonna flip through the pages, play some music, and you guys can look at them. I think this kit is very beautiful. And after I finish going through it, I will show you guys, or I'll talk about kind of my inspiration behind the kit. So I've just grabbed a couple of my little divider cards. You do not have to have the divider cards with the tab already attached. Obviously you can use your tab punch and just attach the tab after. In fact, like, it might be even better because you could punch it from, you know, the same pattern paper that you're using for your collaging. So, but I have these in my stash and I've been looking for reasons to use them, so here we go. Okay, so let's look at this. So basically I have just collaged on both of the cards, and imagine they're open like so. So I collaged on this side of one and this side of the other, and then I attached them with washi, and then I used my sewing machine and stitched around. So I will have to actually stop the video to stitch because I set up my sewing machine literally right here. So yeah, but we will do our collaging together, and then I'll pause the video and come back and show you guys what it looks like after. So on these, I did a lot of cut edges, like it's all very straight, but I think on this second one that I'm gonna make, I'll actually tear my papers instead. I just think that looks a whole lot more natural, if you will. You guys know I always have to include something about roses in all my kits. Okay. Maybe some of this larger. So just a tip on collaging. Obviously varying colors of the paper is important, and also size of the pattern. So like this is a small floral pattern, and then I would use like this large floral or botanical, and then maybe some text or script down here in this area. That way you get a nice contrast, not only of color but also pattern. Maybe this section with the stamp. I'm such a messy crafter, you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna pause the video and ink everything and get it glued down. I'm just gonna use Fabri-Tac. Okay, so everything has been inked and glued down. I did ink around the edges of my cards before I glued everything down. But yeah, while I was working, I had an idea. Since this one is torn and just much more organic, I thought I will not stitch around all the pieces like I did on the first one. Instead, I want to just stitch down the spine, if you will, but I want to use this just really delicate lace to join the pieces together, and that way you can still see the patterns through the lace piece. So all I'm gonna do is just add a tiny like stripe of glue down right along the edge, and that will kind of keep everything in place while getting it ready to stitch. So yeah, I'm just letting a little bit hang off at the top. I'm just kind of patting everything down. Just trim it kind of the same length at the bottom. So yeah, again, if you do not have a sewing machine or don't want to stitch, obviously you can just add another strip or two of glue, and that should suffice, especially if you're using Fabri-Tac, which will hold the fabric in place. But yeah, I'm going to pause the video again and stitch this up. And okay, so this is the finished folder, just using torn edges and only stitching along the spine. But of course you can, again, choose to not use stitching if you do not have a sewing machine. So you can just glue everything and it should be just fine. And then this is the first one that I used washi tape. So I just ran a strip of washi down the spine on both the inside and outside, and then I kind of stitched around all the major elements of the collage, these collage tags. So they basically use 3 elements each. So I just chose one of the florals from the journal set. But I think in this case, I will actually use, there's like a fly buzzing me. I think I'll actually use one of my ladies. Either that one or, oh no, let's look. So I got her, or her. Oh my gosh, it's driving me crazy. Summertime in Texas, y'all. Seem to be missing. Oh, there it is. That's the problem with having 3 kits printed at one time. Oh, you could always use, instead of, I used a piece of handmade paper that I got from Heather at Rose Hill Paper Cottage. So I used something like this for the base of this tag. But you can obviously use one of these. So I will actually do that for this tutorial. Everywhere, just because I don't have a ton of this paper. I just ordered some more from her, but I just don't have a ton of this handmade paper left, and so I'm kind of saving it. Okay, where did my, when I was stitching earlier it fell. My sponge tool. This helps cover up any white areas that might be still along the edges where you cut. Just kind of adds to the vintage effect. Although these are all created from like authentic vintage tags. Kind of makes them more unique. And I'm gonna go ahead and punch my hole, although I'll probably punch it again. Just want to make sure it's in the right spot. So I think I will use her. I just love this page so much. It's so pretty. And of course you can use these for anything, literally. Like, I mean, they're just collages, digital collage. So I mean, you can use them for Happy Mail folders or envelopes or tags like we're doing, or anything really. I might actually pick a second tag. I am so indecisive. Let's see, what about one of the ones that are pre-made? No, I want to show you guys collaging. So let's do this green tag. I think green works. Hopefully you guys are finding this video inspiring, and you'll make something from that inspiration. Okay, so actually instead of gluing everything, I wanted to show you guys how I glue this because it is a little bit different than maybe you're used to. So with these tags, like the edges are still very much like not glued, and that kind of just adds to like this whole shabby appearance. So basically all I did was I was really rough while I was inking everything, and that just kind of starts the like edge curling process, and then just kind of use your finger and curl the edges up a little bit, and that way when you're gluing, the edges just kind of stick up a little bit, and it kind of adds to like this whole vintage shabby appeal. I just run it along the center rather than just right up to the edge of the paper. So like so. It's just right in the center. then the very last step, obviously, is to add a little bit of ribbon. So I'm actually going to do that off camera and then just kind of show you guys a still shot of everything as it's finished. And yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one.